around the world. That's the only source of strength we have, yeah? 28 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Born Again by a Jamo. Howdy do, howdy do, howdy do. Hope you're doing fine.
In this time of wars and confusion, it is clear that nobody knows what is waiting for us behind the doors. Hey! There's no doubt prophecy fulfilling.
As promised yesterday, and we had our first one yesterday, the daily tips from Compliments Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember that every morning I will be giving you a tip, and on Fridays I'll be asking you a quiz in which you can win yourself fabulous prizes, all right? Yesterday we looked at a stroke, what it is. We said a stroke is a condition in which a part of the brain dies because it goes without blood or oxygen for too long. And we also said that before someone develops a stroke, they may exhibit symptoms of a stroke that may later be confirmed by an MRI or CT brain scan. And the signs of a stroke should be taken seriously, and you need to be fast. Remember that yesterday, all right? Now today we're continuing, and it says, if you've had a stroke, your doctor may prescribe low-dose aspirin, often called baby aspirin. It is important to know that baby aspirin is not for babies. The National Reyes Syndrome Foundation, the U.S. Surgeon General, the FDA, the CDC, and the American Academy of Pediatrics recommend that aspirin be used or not be used for pain or fever in children under 19 years old. Aspirin is eliminated from an infant's body more slowly than from an adult's body. Because of this, they are at risk or high risk of a drug accumulation and adverse effects like easy bruising and bleeding. Now, the use of aspirin in children has been linked to Reyes syndrome, which causes inflammation of the brain and liver. The name baby aspirin should be avoided to prevent misconceptions, among others. Instead, it should be called low-dose aspirin or aspirin 81 milligrams. And that's your Hills and Valley Health tip for today. Yeah, so remember that on Friday I will be asking you a question, and just like that, as Oliver Samuels would say, braps, you can win yourself a fabulous prize. Yep. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good morning. 25 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Reaching out and say good morning to my dear former teacher. She was like my mom at Tivoli RC School, Miss Maria Charles Vivek. Good morning. How you doing? Nice hearing from you. You make me feel nice. Good morning to you and the entire family. Nice. Good morning to the folks in Riverside and Latas. Good morning. How do you do? Yulin Alexander says good morning, everyone. Mildred Smith is in the building. Good morning, Mr. Gordon, and to the beautiful Tri-Island State. Jennifer Lawrence, good morning, Grenada. Blessed morning, innocent. Thank you. Jillian McIntyre. Good morning, Gren, and everyone else on the live. Good morning, Gordon. Have a wonderful, have a great day. Yulin says, good morning, Yulin. How you do? Catherine Phillip, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Innocent. Yolan Swan is in the building. Good morning to you, Mr. Joseph, and to all the listeners. Blessings to everyone. Michelle Bernard is simply saying good morning. So too is Mary Ebanks. Marilyn Gordon says good morning, Gordon and the listeners. Sharon Bartholomew, good morning, you all the way from Northern Virginia. Happy Tuesday. Same to you. Donna Antwine. Donna, how you doing? Is this Donna from Telescope? Good morning to you and Alice and Susan and everybody. Good morning, good morning. Alison Cox Osplant says good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Corin Peters, good morning to everyone. Wow. Anne-Marie Thomas, good morning. Tanti Mildred. Okay, how do you do? Petlin, good morning to you. Nice. We on the road again. I'm so happy to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, happy to be alive. While I might not be 100% well. but I'm alive, so I could get well. Ann Fletcher, good morning to you. Yes, nice. To all the busmen of the nation, please drive carefully, okay? All those of you coming down over the hills, Zai and Marcus and Ram and Avon and KB and Pakai. Red Hot, good morning, Mr. Norbert Julian. Good morning to you and the family. Good morning, Mr. Joseph. I am from River Sally, living in Tortola. Margaret Alexander. Okay, Margaret, how you do? Which part of River Sally are you from? Anna Williams says good morning. Nice. Good. Let's see what's happening with the program. It's time for the word of the day today. And today it's an adjective we're looking at, a word that describes, it gives a clear picture of what we're talking about. Okay? Nice. And that word today is the word voracious. Voracious. It's an adjective, like I said, and it is spelled V-O-R-A-C-I-O-U-S, voracious. Now, voracious simply means having a huge appetite. It can also mean excessively eager. Now, when it's used in that framework where it's about having a huge appetite, we say the person is ravenous. Elijah Cummings up there in Mardi Gras, good morning. Say happy and tighty, happy slack. Mardi Gras, good morning. How did you do? Excessively eager, insatiable. Nice. So that's what voracious means, having a huge appetite or excessively eager. Nice. Good. The folks inside of Corinth in St. David, good morning to you. All the wonderful folks at Six Senses, last suggest, big things are going. Yeah, transforming Grenada brick by brick. Yeah, experience by experience. Good morning. Nice. It's time for the thought of the day. Good morning, Nadisha. I didn't remember calling your name yesterday. How are you doing? All is well? That's your favorite part. Debbie and Kitty Cat and all the wonderful folks in Crowshoe and Cafe and surrounding areas. Miss Holmes and family, good morning. McQueen at McQueen Service Center, Service Station, good morning to you. Now today, anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Let me break that down for you. When you're angry, all right, you as the vessel who is hosting this anger, you get the most damage rather than the person or thing that you take out your anger on. You know what I'm saying? Nice. But it's okay to be angry. Anger is a normal human emotion. It's how you deal with the anger that is the problem. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Nice. Let's run through what's buzzing. Of course, Maggie, King of the Grill, comes up on Saturday, the May 4th at the Progress Park in St. Andrew. Susan Douglas, good morning to you and the family. The entire Douglas family. Claude, how are you doing, Papi? I haven't seen you in ages. Yeah, good morning. Senator Roderick St. Clair, good morning, bro. Paggy, as we usually call him. Morning. Adrian Pursuida Thomas, good morning to you and the family. Teacher Reggie, good morning. Nice. Inspector Leon McQueen and family. You're working too hard. You see, they transfer you again. That is line for the promotion now, right? Yeah, straight up the ranks we going. Good morning, bro. Keep up your great works as always, right? Nice. Yeah, so the King of the Grill is on Saturday, the 4th of May. Also buzzing, we've got the Parish Sports Council's election meetings. That's coming on. Well, one started yesterday in St. Patrick RC School. today it's at the Corinth Government School. And the 20th of March at the Cuthbert Peters Park in Guave. On the 21st at the Grenada Boys Secondary School. On the 23rd of March, St. Andrew's Methodist School. The 25th of March, the Bonaire Government School. On April the 4th, Hillsborough Government School in Carriacou. And April 5th at the Pretty Matnick RC School. Now, they're putting the instruments in place to facilitate setting that sports policy, all right? Good. Also buzzing this morning, the Spice Mass Corporation, as part of its preparation for Spice Mass 2024, will be holding a series of consultations with all its stakeholders. The first in the series of consultations is with all mass band leaders and potential mass band leaders. The consultation will take place on Wednesday, March 20th, 2024 at the St. George's Anglican Senior School. That's Heinze. It starts at 5 p.m. The consultation will focus on the St. George Carnival route, subvention, registration, prizes, concession, competition. That's King and Queen of the Band of the Year, pageant, parade of the bands, and carnival launch. Good morning to you, the Honorable Cecil Noel. How are you doing, Papi? You good? Nice. Well, I'm seeing a nice piece of news here. You know, I've been anticipating that for so long, and finally it's here. The Housing Authority of Grenada is thrilled to announce progress made in the distribution of its low-income housing units at Corinth in St. David. We are delighted to unveil the seamless process for acquiring your dream unit. All right, you'll hear more about that in the news. So those are the buzzing stories this morning. Of course, there's always something happening. I mean, could you imagine that in Jamaica? All right. Now, I'm not trying to sweep anything under the carpet, but we had some, unpleasant incidents occurring here recently, and everybody up in arms. But in Jamaica, there are already 200 and something murders or homicides for the year already. In 7 days, 31 people were killed. Lord have his mercies. Anika Reese says, good morning. Bernadette Robinson, good morning from Southern Virginia. Alison Cox Osplund, anger is like drinking poison and expect someone else to die. Yes, I like that. Yeah. You see, I ain't like you. I go drink poison, you go die. Hush. Mal Mountain, St. David, good morning to you. Pomrose, Doggy, good morning. The Silent Man, good morning to you. Mount Agnes and surrounding areas. Apretut, Latant, good morning. Corinne Peters, good morning to Akira. I'm living in America. Okay. You're living in Donald's country. Can't find it for you. He's boasting about he's a billionaire and a little $464 million you can't find. What footmush thing is this now? Are you mad? Good morning, JJ and Nai. Daphne and Sylvie, good morning. All you good? Nice. Lovey, good morning. The spirit is up. Folks, this is where we've got to take that break. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather coming up. Those of you who are on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. Jamie Paul, good morning, bro. All right, see you on the flip side of 7.
Someone to help you to your feet. I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you. No, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands. We got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The peacefulness of Sunday morning was shattered by tragedy with a disturbing incident resulting in the death of a U.S. citizen, Siri Montana. The Royal Grenada Police Force, RGPF, has launched an investigation into Montana's death, which occurred at a hotel nestled in the picturesque area of Grenada St. George. At approximately 5:10 a.m. on Sunday, authorities were alerted to a potential drowning incident, launching a swift and thorough investigation into the grim event. Preliminary findings from the authorities indicate that Montana, a guest at the establishment, had ventured into the hotel swimming pool for a morning swim when the unfortunate incident unfolded. Despite immediate efforts to resuscitate her with CPR, the victim remained unresponsive, and medical professionals later pronounced her dead at the scene. However, details remain scant at this early stage of the investigation. An autopsy is scheduled for later in the week upon the arrival of Montana's family. Efforts to solicit comments from the hotel by GBN's news desk were unsuccessful. GBN extends heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family. We will provide further updates on this case as information becomes available. As of March 18th, 2024, Montana's death brings a tally of visitors who have perished in Grenada so far this year to 3. This number includes the British couple whose demise on Carriacou was attributed to an apparent drowning. Additionally, concern still looms over the fate of an American couple presumed dead by 3 individuals who escaped from lawful custody while awaiting a court hearing on multiple charges, including rape and robbery with violence. Amidst the aftermath of recent criminal incidents, Grenadians are grappling with questions surrounding the underlying causes of youth violence and have renewed calls for community-driven solutions beyond government intervention. Beverly Telesford reports.
As Grenadians try to come to terms with the recent spate of criminal activity that has left many disturbed, particularly the killing of 14-year-old Esther Patterson and the disappearance of United States couple Ralph Hendry and Kathy Brandel, questions are being asked about the root causes of such criminal behavior by perpetrators, all of whom are under age 35. Apart from the recent spate of gun violence, these 2 incidents in particular have caused outrage among the populace. Some lay blame on the influence of social media, some blame the use of narcotics, others on lyrical contents of the music the youth listen to, while some lay blame on the upbringing of young people. During a recent press briefing, Prime Minister and Minister for National Security Deacon Mitchell said it's time Grenadians realize that there is a serious problem in society regarding young men and violence, which needs to be addressed at the community level.
And so it requires all of us in our parenting, in our spirituality, in our churches, in our behaviors, to recognize that we have to socialize our men in particular to behave in a manner where violence is not the first order of the day in treating with emotional issues, in resolving conflict, or in measuring your sense of value as a person, and in particular as a male.
The Prime Minister said government alone cannot fix the issue.
It will require all hands on deck. The churches, civil society, trade unions, Chamber of Commerce, Employers Federation, sporting, cultural, community groups, leadership at the community level in particular, for us to be able to successfully tackle this issue. The Ministry of Social and Community Development have been doing a lot in terms of various initiatives like the Spotlight Initiative, but a government on its own cannot single-handedly tackle or make significant progress in addressing issues such as violence against women and violence against children in particular.
Former Superintendent of Police Sylvan McIntyre echoed similar sentiments, appealing for more to be done through the education system.
People and parents must teach their children the consequences of their actions. And what I find also is that there is limited information through our school systems as to crimes and offenses. The RGPF have been doing a fine job in that, but they would need more help, more hands on deck, and it doesn't have to be a police officer.
Carriacou resident 30-year-old John Kendall Alexis was charged with non-capital murder for intentionally causing the death of 14-year-old Esther Patterson by unlawful harm on Friday, 8th March 2024. The day before, on March 7th, 25-year-old Trevor Robertson, 23-year-old Atiba Stanislaus, and 30-year-old Ron Mitchell, who reportedly hijacked a catamaran named Simplicity belonging to U.S. citizens Ralph Henry and Kathy Brandel, made their first court appearance on charges including double capital murder, kidnapping, and rape in connection to the couple's disappearance. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Recaptured prisoner Levon Date remains hospitalized with injuries. His attorney warns against criminals attempting to mimic his escape. Beverly Telesford reports.
Escaped prisoner Levon Date is still warded at the General Hospital nursing injuries. According to his attorney, Jerry Edwin, Date is recovering from a broken arm and polytrauma. He was discovered with injuries when found by police on Wednesday, March 13, 2024. The attorney was relieved that his client was recaptured.
Let me tell you, I am relieved because I was aware that the police had taken a certain posture necessary in the circumstances to recapture Mr. Date.
Polytrauma is the term typically used to describe severely injured patients with 2 or more significant traumatic injuries. Date is expected to be charged as soon as he is deemed medically fit to be discharged from the hospital.
I know that he's at the hospital from all the information I retrieved, and that his recapture was problematic. It was not without its own challenges to the police, but I am relieved that Levon is back within the custody of the police. He should be remanded to Richmond Hill Prison as soon as he is cleared by medical officers at the General Hospital.
The attorney warned any criminal considering mimicking Date's actions against escaping lawful custody.
And it surely is not advisable conduct by any inmate, in particular those who are on the remand block, or anyone for that matter, to escape the clutches of the police. You are placing yourself in mortal danger. Besides, there is nothing to fear from the criminal justice system in Grenada.
Date, alias Magic of Griffin Lane, St. Andrew, who escaped police custody on February 21st, 2024, was recaptured by members of the Royal Grenada Police Force during a sting operation that commenced at St. David and ended in St. Andrew. He was found with injuries and was taken to the General Hospital for medical attention and was admitted as a patient. Joel Joseph, 36-year-old farmer of Tillery, St. Andrew, who was found in the company of Mr. Date, was arrested and charged for harboring a criminal. Joseph was remanded to His Majesty's prisons. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
With just 12 days remaining until the highly anticipated 2024 CRIFTA Games, excitement is building among athletes and organizers alike. Scheduled to take place from March the 30th to April the 1st at the Cranny James Athletic Stadium, the event promises to showcase the region's top young athletic talents. In tonight's discussion on GBN's Beyond the Headlines, Erin Moses, chairperson of the local organizing committee, will be joined by esteemed members of the athletics community to discuss the readiness of of the participating teams. Among them will be Steve Augustin, president of the BVI Athletics Association, Thelson Williams, Guyana team manager, Freddie Evans, president of the Bermuda National Athletics Association, and Devin Bean, national coach of the Bermuda National Athletics Association. During what is expected to be a lively discussion, Moses will highlight the meticulous planning and preparations gone into hosting the event, emphasizing Grenada's commitment to ensuring a seamless and memorable experience for all athletes, officials, and spectators. As anticipation continues to mount, all eyes are on Grenada as the host nation prepares to welcome athletes from across the Caribbean for 3 days of thrilling competition and camaraderie at the 2024 CRIFTA Games. You can join the discussion from 8:30 p.m. tonight on GBN Television and all GBN's social media platforms. 3 Grenadians who are at the center of a high-profile case involving kidnapping, rape, and murder of American couple Ralph Hendry, who is 66, and Kathy Brandel, who is 71, could potentially land themselves in the United States legal system. More in this report.
The possibility of extraditing St. Andrew residents Trevon Robertson, Ron Mitchell, and Atiba Stanislaus to the United States for prosecution in the high-profile case has become a topic of discussion, as reported by Law and Crime last week. Criminal defense attorney in the United States, Matthew Timpanik, explains.
Well, definitely with this case, it's about whether international law versus the United States law. And we're trying to figure out what would apply in this case. Obviously, these individuals can be tried in Grenada, but most people do not know that they can also be tried in the United States as long as they are physically present in the United States. How you would do that is the Justice Department gets a extradition order bringing them to the United States to charge them with the same crimes.
GBN contacted a director of public prosecution, Christopher Nelson, KC, who has, however, explained that the issue of jurisdiction is not a simple question. He stated, and I quote, "The issue of jurisdiction depends on the existence of specific legislation in the U.S. granting extraterritorial jurisdiction or under some established principle of international law," end quote. The DPP further confirmed that there has been no official extradition request from the U.S. to date and has given assurance that if or when there is a request, it will be treated appropriately. If an extradition order is sought by the U.S. and granted by Grenada, the 3 suspects will face the U.S. legal system, and the magnitude of the crimes committed, if found guilty, could lead to the death penalty. Meanwhile, unconfirmed reports are that $1 million lawsuit is in the making from the family of the American couple. GBN understands that the law firm of Henry and Bristol has been retained to seek the family's interest in a civil matter. However, when contacted, officials from the law firm did not confirm or deny the information. Reporting for GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Billionaire and owner of Calavini Island, George Cohen, took the GBN News team on a tour of his property, all in hopes of raising awareness about how people can develop themselves from nothing into something, much like he did, and to encourage self-sufficiency and positive contributions to the economy. Christina John has this dispatch.
The island of Grenada is known to have attracted thousands of visitors to its shores every year, some of whom have returned to make it their home. One such individual is George Cohen. He has created his own little haven, nestled in the southeastern end of Grenada, the picturesque Calavini Island.
It is now 24 years since this billionaire and his wife bought the 84-acre island, which at the time was nothing but bare land. Coming from humble beginnings in France, George Cohen worked his way to the top. He fell in love with the island during one of their visits to Grenada. It took this magnate 13 years to develop what has now become the magnet of the Caribbean, attracting some of the world's elites to one of the world's most beautiful private islands.
I came on Grenada in 2000, just before 2000, 1999. I came to visit a villa or to be able to buy a house, close to the sea. And finally, this island was to be sold. So we visited, and in 5 minutes, I fell in love and bought it. Beginning, the plan was to make a beach house, small. But every time I was coming here, every year I used to come, every time I was wanting to add something. And finally we made what is there.
Calavini Island now has swimming pools, a tennis court, gym, restaurant, hotel, and a farm, among other amenities. The level of comfort the billionaire, his wife, and guests enjoy in Grenada is attributed to the Grenadian people.
The safety, the atmosphere that we got here, I don't know if it's due to your religion or to the habit of the country, of the population, but it is so good. Not like the other country of Caribbean, I have to say. The Grenadians are always smiling, always welcoming, and always a sense of humor,
Over 90% of staff on the island are locals, some of them being employed since its inception. A trained team, Cohen said he is both proud of and comfortable with.
What I can say is I realize that since the beginning of the interview, I'm talking about the locals, the Grenadian, and like me if I was not Grenadian. But you're wrong. I'm Grenadian. I am Grenadian since 20 years. But I'm not only Grenadian because I got the citizenship, because I got the paper. The paper I don't care. I can throw it away. The paper I don't care at all. It's in my heart. It's here. I spend most of my time here on Grenada because I love this country. And I'm so proud, not because I made Calavini or I set up properly Secretable. I'm not proud about that. I'm proud that I have a team, more than 100 people, which are working with me since more than 20 years, some of them. They're all very loyal and they've been treated correctly,
The business tycoon is encouraging self-sufficiency among Grenadians as one of the viable methods he has implemented and a healthier choice.
I have to admit it's not my decision, it's the decision of my wife. She was wanting to have, food here which are organic. So all what we produce here is organic, and we provide to Secretable all the vegetable, eggs. We provide a certain number of food to Secretable coming from Calavini. We have a kind of a small farm here, but totally organic. Cost a lot, but it's very good to eat.
Having attracted some of the wealthiest people in the world to his island paradise, Cohen has contributed immensely to Grenada's tourism product. Apart from Calavini Island, he's also the owner of the Secret Harbor Hotel.
So from the Calavini Island, where our news crew has been given a grand tour of the empire that Mr. Cohen has built and established and has become well known for over 20 years, I am Christelina John for GBN News.
Wow. Now, reflecting on our history, on this day of the 18th of March, 1649, French colonists from Martinique landed in the lagoon St. George's and initiated a successful European settlement in Grenada, which subsequently led to the destruction of the indigenous population. More in this report.
The expedition led by French Governor Jacques Dupaquet of Martinique under the guise of a fishing expedition laid the foundation for the colonization of Grenada. It began with the construction of a storage house for arms and ammunition, paving the way for the establishment of a proper fort. Dupaquet lured volunteers to colonize Grenada with promises of tax exemption and land grants, culminating in the realization of French ambitions to exploit the island's economic potential, especially its strategic location to trade near South America. Renowned Grenadian historian John Angus Martin reflected on this historic milestone, noting that the governor and his crew initially settled in the lagoon area, where a monument now stands in commemoration.
And the sandbar that the first settlement was established on basically connected Port Louis to the area in the back here that used to be called a spout. So there would have been a sandbar that went all the way across the mouth of the lagoon that blocked it off from the carronage. And that's where the first settlement is. We know we have a drawing of that settlement that was done in 1667, and that shows exactly how the settlement was laid out. The buildings that were constructed, the houses where people lived. The church was on the site of over on Port Louis area, and that settlement basically was maintained for about the first 20 years of the colony.
The French invasion was what Martin described as the doorway to Grenada's history, marking the introduction of slavery and significant societal changes.
Basically, you would look at that date as it's the invasion of the French, invasion of Europeans of Grenada, and the beginning of everything that we know today, in the sense that they established the plantation landscape, the slavery plantation, which would bring in thousands, tens of thousands of enslaved Africans to work on plantations. So you look at it as the genesis of modern Grenada. They created the system that we inherit today, roads, parishes, the whole superstructure for plantation agriculture, and eventually the state of Grenada.
Regarding claims by some historians that the indigenous people sold Grenada for commodities like bread and brandy, Martin explained that these exchanges were viewed as trade rather than a direct sale of land, challenging the narrative of a voluntary transfer of ownership. The historian also acknowledged that while Grenada's colonization brought economic opportunities and development, it also resulted in the tragic demise of the indigenous population.
So that is one of those things that we acknowledge because it's our beginning, but we also have issues with it because of what happened and how it happened. The invasion of the French also meant the annihilation of the indigenous population on Grenada. Said we would not have Leapers Hill if we did not have the French coming in here in 1649. I think those are the things that they basically began a chronology that has led us up to today.
As Grenada commemorates this significant anniversary, Martin encouraged fellow Grenadians to delve deeper into their history, believing that a better understanding of the past can provide valuable insight. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
In a heartfelt display of solidarity and support, friends, family, and members of the St. James-St. Andrew community came together at the Harford family home on Saturday to offer solace and strength as they mourned the sudden passing of their 32-year-old daughter, Vanessa Harford. More in this report.
Vanessa's death last week Thursday has left behind a somber atmosphere, prompting an outpouring of condolences and support to her grieving family as they prepare to bid their final farewell. The traditional prayer event was held on Saturday, 3 days after her death, as a poignant moment for reflection and remembrance. Nessie, as she was affectionately called by those who knew her well, has been described as a kind, respectful, and loving individual with a warm demeanor and vibrant spirit that touched the lives of many.
I saw Vanessa maybe about 8 days ago, and I was driving and I said, a long time I didn't see Vanessa. but I wasn't expecting her to go so soon.
And Vanessa is one of the staff that you can call upon for anything. She doesn't call in sick. She's always at work. She's at work way before time. She is actually one of the favorites with the guests as well. Well, given her personality and everything. So we're holding it together as a department. It's a shock to every one of us.
For the years that I've known Vanessa, I can definitely say that she lived her best life. And after her mom passed, a lot had changed about her, and she always be like, oh, my mom is not here, but I'm definitely going to live my way, which is the best way. And that's exactly what she did. And on that very fateful day that she passed, she was doing what she loved, having fun, and her smile that day was definitely different. So I don't want us to remember no bad things about Vanessa, but how she lived and the last day that she was here with us. Thank you.
Vanessa would always have a place in my heart. And her guys would always remain her favorites.
Vanessa is a beautiful girl, very loving. Whenever she sees you, is a huggy person. So she greets you with a hug, and that smile that would change somebody's mood when they see her. You could be mad or sad, but that smile you will get from Vanessa would put you on sunshine.
Vanessa was just a sweet child, a loving child. I'd care for her a lot. I appreciate everything she done around me to this blessed day. God bless her. Rest in peace.
Vanessa collapsed amidst the excitement of the final day of the Intercollegiate Championship last Thursday and was later pronounced dead. Although she was a past student of the Grenville Secondary School, GSS, Mrs. Diane Abel Jeffrey, president of the Principals Association, remembers her as an avid supporter of the St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School, SAS, which emerged victorious in this year's championship.
Unfortunately, though, we got the sad news of the passing of one of our ardent supporters, Miss Vanessa Harford, and I take the opportunity to express my sympathy and the sympathy on behalf of our school family, to the family of Vanessa Harford.
Saturday's prayers were led by Pastor Stanford Simon, who emphasized the fragility of life and the importance of finding solace in faith.
Vanessa has lived a full life. She lived her life and tell herself, I am going to SAS, I'm going to Intercall. You head down, excited about what would happen. Excited about waking up tomorrow morning the same way that you may not wake up. Think about it. You think about where your life is. Just think that there is something unique about you. There is something special about you. The question is, what are you going to do with the special gift that God has blessed you with, life? I do not know what God wants to do with your life, but I know one thing He wants from you is your life. He wants you to tell Him, here I am, I surrender to you.
Vanessa, who was the fourth of 8 siblings, had heart surgery over 20 years ago. The overwhelming show of support from the community serves as a testament to the impact Vanessa had on those she met. Her memory will undoubtedly live on in the hearts of all who knew her. GBN Newsroom extends condolences to the Harford family in their time of bereavement. Reporting for GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Tonight we feature our future career leaders through the GBN ISOL lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISOL is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Police officers dominated the career choices of students at the St. Joseph's Catholic Primary School during their career day on Friday. Other career choices included lawyers, soldiers, firefighters, nurses, and pilots. Career Day serves as an opportunity for young children to explore various professions, broaden their horizons, and gain insight into different career paths. It also helps to foster curiosity. Additionally, Career Day provides a platform for professionals to share their experiences, knowledge, and advice, inspiring children to set goals and pursue their interests. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. I am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS Self-Employment Program.
All right, good morning, folks. 17 minutes gone past the hour of 7 o'clock. It's time for the conversation, and as you can see, my television set is, beautiful this morning because I've got some wonderful folks with me. In the studio with me this morning talking private primary school sports is Miss Najuma Patrick, the marketing manager of Huggins, George F. Huggins and Company, and also Mr. Kester Elcock. He is the chairman of the Grenada Private School Sports Council. Good morning, lady and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I think I got to use you all for background vocals for me this year. You all sound very harmonious. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Good. Well, whenever this time comes around, private primary school sports, we know Huggins is an integral part of that. They've been sponsoring it for eons of years now, and this year is no exception. Before we go forward, I'd like us to establish the date, the time, the venue, and then we'll get into the intricacies of it.
All right, so good morning to you and to your listeners and viewers. So the Huggins Private Primary School Championship will be held this Thursday, the 21st of March at 1 p.m. at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Just in case you're wondering, for adults it's $20 and children in school uniform it's $5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So it's this Thursday.
Yes.
National Stadium.
Kirani James Athletic Stadium.
Yeah. But isn't that the same place?
So we're keeping up with the athletic fever that has been happening. You realize for the month of March things have been very busy. You had national champs. You had intercall. We had national champs. We had national primary school sports. We had intercall, and now we're not forgetting the children in the private schools and having their own championship.
Right, and then Carifta around the corner.
And then Carifta is the end of the month.
And I've just read it in the news there that they're trying to get this national sports policy implemented, so they're having parish meetings to get councils and so forth. So
excellent.
That's a good thing. So, Mr. Elcock, as the chairman of the of that committee, what can we expect? How difficult is it to coordinate that sports?
Well, it's not really difficult because we actually have a partnership with Huggins, and they've been with us for the past 14 years, and they have been integrally involved in organizing and ensuring that things run smoothly on the day. We also have a good organizing committee as well. Just yesterday, we met with the police officer, the director of the games, person responsible for logistics. We met with their tent supplier, Blue Bubbles, and we were able to be on the ground and ensure that we have a good showing on the 21st of March. The children are always eager and ready to participate. The coaches, they've been working throughout the year, and that's one of the good things. I think that the private schools, the staff, they invest in the coaching aspect of it, and because it doesn't happen just by chance. So within the private schools, the coaches have been working with the children, and it shows over. We'll see a lot of good performances at Intercol, and if you trace it back, you can see that some of them have actually emerged from the private primary school.
Okay, let me ask this. How many private primary schools are there on island?
Currently, we have about 19.
Wow.
Yeah, about 19. So we only have 13 participating in the championship.
Okay.
This year.
And what is the agenda like? What number of events?
We've already competed 25 of the field events and heats. It was on the 3rd and the 4th of March, also at the Caribbean Athletic Stadium. We have 64 events scheduled and on the track, and so when you get there on Thursday, we're starting with the 800 meter, and we're going to conclude with the medley, which is the 2x1 by 1 by 400 meter relay. Yeah, and that's
that's exciting.
Yeah, it's a key.
Relay usually brings out that excitement.
Yeah. So you're gonna see relays from the under 9, under 11, under 13, under 15, and then the open relay to end it all off.
Who are the defending champs?
So the defending champs, St. Mary's, for the past 8 years, they've been dominating this event.
And how are they looking for this year?
They're actually right now sitting in 4th place.
That's nice.
But let me tell you something, innocent. Going into these championships, usually St. Mary's is usually not at the top. It's on the day. When you get to the stadium, you see St. Mary's just move up gradually. So let's see if this year is going to be different. It's always been a toss-up between St. Mary's and GJA, because GJA, prior to St. Mary's winning 8 years in a row, GJA won 7 years in a row. So last year was the tiebreaker. So it's right now for GJA to prove themselves, to say, okay, we can come in, and make that difference. Let's tie it now at 8. 8 all. So it's really an exciting time. You see, like how we had SAS and GBSS going at each other. We have GJA and St. Mary's going at each other as well.
Reminds me of an All-Force game yesterday. 15 games, 7-7.
Last one.
Yes.
But what I can also add to that is, if you look at Alpha and First Choice, they've always been there, and they're now with coming in with a lot of points. Also, I must mention Dominic Joseph from Westmoreland. And looking back at the records, just yesterday I looked at the records. She has many records holding in the private schools, and she has already amassed 46 points from the field events that we did on the 3rd and the 4th of March. So Westmoreland, again, looking at them in the places they have in the final, I can tell you that on Thursday, I think I said this last year, it's going to be really competitive. But this year, I think will go down in the record as one of the most competitive year ever for Grenada private primary schools track and field championship.
I'm coming to Najuma, but I want to get a feel for something. From the private primary schools perspective, athletics is really on the rise?
It is. Yeah. It has constantly been on the rise.
It has constantly
been on the rise. Like I said before, because of the coaching, the investment that is made within the private schools, it's not just the track and field alone. But if you go to any private school, there's a tennis program. We just had a basketball program that was put on for in January. We have beach football, which we organize, the Private Schools Association organize. We have field football. This year we'll be doing adding kiddie cricket to it at the ending of the term. So it's an investment that swimming is also a big thing within the private schools. So ensuring that the children are well rounded, and again, within the private schools you have music program, foreign languages. So the students coming from the private schools are well-rounded students, not just the track and field alone, but also in all the other aspects.
That's really good. Akim Lewis says, Elcock, my guy. Yeah. Akim, good morning.
Elcock has a fan, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is a lucky thing you only come here on one side, otherwise you take my job. Listen, sponsoring events of that magnitude could be very costly on a business entity. Huggins has been doing this for 14 years. Why?
As you may know, Huggins is a 100% locally owned company, and we take pride in saying that. So, you know, Huggins is owned by Grenadians, for Grenadians, and what we do is actually to benefit our nation and our nation's population and our youth, because focus has to be on our youth. These are the people who will be in the coming years. So Huggins prides itself in ensuring that we contribute to the holistic development of the children by this sponsorship. We have done this for about 10 years or so under different brands. So it was first Ribena, then it was Fruta. And, you know, this is the second year it's going to be the Huggins Private Primary School. So it's a coming together of all the brands, everything Huggins, right. You know, and we look at 3 pillars for growth at Huggins. We have sports, education, and culture. So sports, and this is one of the bigger things. If you know Huggins from back in the years, Huggins has always been integral in sports.
Yeah.
You know, from in every discipline you can think about, you know. I know Ms. Vida Bruno Victor would boast about Huggins and the netball and so on. They would have traveled for years under, you know, Huggins brand. So we pride ourselves in being able to contribute even more so now. And we see the value in being able to invest in our young people.
Okay, before folks, let me just tell you that I've got 4 athletes from the private primary schools waiting. So momentarily we're going to take a commercial break and bring them on the set. But I want to find out something. On the day Huggins is sponsoring, 14 years. So you all have developed a number of athletics employees.
We have well-rounded employees.
Right. Huggins going to have a sponsorship race?
Listen to me.
I'm all ears.
It's a race to look forward to. Okay. Our staff, I think this year, usually a struggle to get people. People say, I can't run, I'm rusty. This year, we have 8 lanes in the stadium. We actually have 10 teams up and ready to compete. Right?
Okay.
I don't know if you remember a few years ago, Podgy ran it. I wouldn't say how much his team came. But good morning, Podgy.
Georgie.
Right? So there will definitely be the Huggins relay. Elcock and I are still trying to figure out how we making that work, but it will happen. And competitively. So I say good morning to my Huggins staff and everybody, you know, looking forward to Thursday and that keen competition. There's a particular department, most of the activities that we have, that department would win. And usually in the sports, that same department would win. So everybody now is looking to dethrone that department. Right. I wouldn't call any names.
I go call your name. Farmer's Garden.
You know, one other thing I want to say, this year we're introducing, I don't know if you know, but Lyndon Victor is one of our sports ambassadors. Lyndon is a national decathlete. He's presently preparing for the Olympics. You know, we know that he has numerous medals. And so we thought it fitting to recognize the student who amasses the most points in the field events. Right? Give a little recognition to the field, because you know with the decathlete is a number, it's about 10 disciplines, right? And so we thought it fitting to do that. So the student who amasses the most points will be awarded the Lyndon Victor Award. Lyndon is very sorry he's not here. He will definitely have a representative, but he's passionate as well about being able to contribute to the growth and development of our young people within those disciplines.
Okay.
And just to add, we're also recognizing the winner of the 100-meter. We've been doing it for the past 6 years. Well, Sean Lambert, who actually holds the 100-meter record. I think it was broken just recently by Nazir John.
His real code is not
Dr. Sean Lambert. And we're the person winning the 100-meter under 13 boys will receive a trophy named after Dr. Sean Lambert. On the day also, we're going to have a cultural presentation this year tying in with the 50th anniversary celebration of independence for Grenada. So at the intermission time, just before we do our grand match pass parade of the teams, we're going to have a cultural presentation by some of the private schools coming together to showcase the talent again within the private primary schools on that day as well.
I'm very happy to see, people like yourself and Huggins and the other people who surround the private primary schools, that level of passion that you're showing for the nation's youth. It augurs well for future.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
All right, so I am done talking with you. I want to talk to the real stars. Folks, I'm speaking with Miss Najuma Patrick. She is the marketing manager at George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited, and Mr. Kester Elcock. He's the chairman of the Grenada Private Primary Schools Sports Council. We take a quick commercial break and then we come back with 4 of the athletes that will be starring in the sports meet on Thursday at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
LA Purcell announces its on-site renovation sale at our River Road branch from March 11th to 23rd. Get massive discounts, 25% off on everything you can see store-wide. But wait, there's more. Find the items tagged in red and get up to 50% off. Everything in store must go at LA Purcell on-site renovation sale at River Road, March 11th to 23rd. Come on down and see your favorite LA today.
Enjoy sweet savings at Quartz with up to 40% off selected items. Save $750 on the LG 50-inch WebOS Smart LED TVs. Save $1,000 on the Oster 20 cubic feet side-by-side fridges. Save $1,650 on the Loris living room suite and $400 on the Restonic Comfort Care Pillow Top Queen mattress. Get what you need and pay now or later with Quartz Ready Finance. It's too sweet to resist. Indulge at Quartz. Bring in value home. Special conditions apply. Offers end March 23rd, 2024.
Get ready to witness the ultimate showcase of talent, speed, and determination at the 2024 Carifta Games. This prestigious event brings together the best young athletes from across the Caribbean, competing for glory like never before. With the motto, many people, one region, celebrating athletics, Carifta embodies the essence of Caribbean unity through sports, igniting a flame that illuminates the future of sports in the region. Don't miss out on this incredible event taking place at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium from Saturday 30th March to Monday 1st April 2024. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical or visit gotofed.com and secure your spot to be part of this extraordinary celebration of athleticism.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
I am a VIP. I am vaccinated. I am immunized. I am protected. Our children and nation depend on vaccination for immunization. Childhood vaccination is national priority. It is their protection from disease and sicknesses. Let's all be VIPs and safeguard our beautiful Grenada. I am DJ Blackstorm and I am a VIP health champion. Be a VIP like me.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs. Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, and with me in the studio is the future of tomorrow. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow, that's a choir. That's a choir. So I'm going to start from my extreme right. Tell us your name and what school you attend.
My name is Naraya Cadet and I attend Alpha Junior School.
Lovely, Naraya.
My name is Nikwana Ned, and I attend the Grenada Junior Academy.
Naraya Nikwana, okay.
My name is Kristen Thompson, and I attend Grenada Junior Academy.
All right, so Naraya, Nikwana, and Kristen.
My name is Tyrese Braithboy. And I attend Alpha Junior School.
Alpha Junior School. Okay, so which school is winning on Thursday?
Alpha
Grenada
Junior Academy.
Okay. All right. So, what event are you participating in?
The 4x1 girls under 13 and the open medley.
Okay. And you?
The 100, 200, 400 meter and the release.
Okay.
The 100, the 200, the 400, and the relays.
The 100, the 200, the 400, the 800, and the relays.
Well, well, you know, no 100 left, you know. All them hundreds. Okay, so how excited are you in terms of coming for Thursday? I mean, you're really pumped and ready to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And do you think you're going to win all your races?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you ran last year too?
Yeah.
Did you win last year?
No.
Oh, so you went and trained and prepare yourself, develop the muscles and them, and ready for them now?
Yes.
And you, did you win last year?
No.
Okay, but this year is the year.
This is the
2024 is your year.
Yes.
You look as a winner from last year. Have you won last year?
No.
Okay, but this is your year.
Yeah.
All right. And you? Did you win any race last year?
We won the race.
You, I ain't talking about
win.
No,
I ran the relay.
You ran the relay and you won it.
Yeah, we won. We broke record.
Nah, record outdated is CD and flash drive we using nowadays. No records again.
Oh, like the record.
The record.
Yeah.
And you think you're going to have a repeat of it this year? You think you all would break another record this year?
Well, our star athlete is no longer with us.
So you fill in the gap?
Yeah, but...
No buts, just go and win.
Yeah.
Break the records, right? Okay, so I'm going to give you a time to invite your parents and your friends and everybody to come to the stadium on Thursday to witness history in the making. So the floor is yours. Just invite who you want to invite.
I'm going to invite my mommy, my daddy, all my classmates, my auntie, my grandma, and the rest of my family.
Okay, and what time does the sport start?
1 p.m.
Okay. I want you to do the same. Invite whoever you want to invite.
Okay, I'll invite my mom, my dad, some of my classmates.
Some?
Because
not all of them. You all ain't good. Not all of them not good friend, I think. Say on them still. At least you're honest. Okay. All right.
I want to invite my mom, my dad, my grandma, all my uncles and my aunt, and all my classmates and my teachers.
I would like to invite my mom, my dad, my uncle, my auntie, my grandma, and my grandpa. And my classmates.
And your classmates. But that's so unfair. I feel to just cut the interview one time because you didn't invite me.
And you.
Come on. Well, I want to wish you all the best. You all are very beautiful young ladies and handsome young men, and I look forward to one of you all can be the next Jaguar. And one of you all can be the next Hazel and Regis. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're balancing the schoolwork and the athletics together and the sports and thing. You know, have a nice balance so you go forward and great things are in store. All right?
Yes.
So thank you for joining me this morning. Give me a high five. Yay. Good. So, folks, remember it's this Thursday at the King James Athletic Stadium. Going out and be a part of the Grenada Private Primary School sports. Say it?
The Huggins.
The Huggins, right. The Huggins Private Primary School sports on this Thursday at the King James Athletic Stadium. It starts at 1 p.m. So go on out and give your support to the students and the athletes. We take a break. When we come back, I've got someone from the Grenada Cooperative Bank to talk with us. So don't you go anywhere. We'll be back.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 17 minutes away from 8 o'clock. I'm joined at this time with a representative from the Grenada Cooperative Bank. More precisely, she's attached with the Pump It Up program. Miss Carla Wilson, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Henderson. Good morning to your viewers and listeners. Thank you.
Wow, you're energetic this morning. Boy. Wow, you're sharp. Tell us, Pump It Up. Well, I mean, the promotion is ongoing. We have the next one coming up. When is Pump It Up?
Right. So, first of all, we always start in Carriacou first. So, Carriacou is coming up Sunday, April 14th.
Okay.
Then we have here on the mainland exactly 1 week later, Sunday, April 21st. So just want to encourage persons to come on out and get your packages. They're really going quickly.
Right. I mean, this is about approximately 16 years you all been doing this?
Yes, because actually the Core Bank launched its Healthier Lifestyles program way back in 2009. So it's actually 16 years. However, as a result of the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, we had skipped 3 years, unfortunately. So it's 13 years of walking, but 16 years of the program overall. overall.
And how has it been progressing?
It has been progressing very well. I mean, the years that we were out, you could just imagine people missed it. People wanted us and were clamoring for us to come back with a bang. So we resumed last year, and this year we're on bigger and better than ever. And as we keep telling persons, because we have been doing this for the reestablishment of the Carlton Home since 2019. So we've been telling persons that this year is the final push for the reestablishment of the Carlton Home. However, it's not the final Pump It Up.
Okay.
Pump It Up Fun Walk has become a household name. It is our brand. Pump It Up continues. In the beginning, when we started initially, we've been doing a different charity every year. So as we say, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. So from next year, please, Lord, we'll revert to giving a different charity.
Okay. And as it relates to the restoration of the Carlton Home, how has the funds for that coming along?
Right. Well, we must say again, thanks to our benefactors and the general public, our patrons who have been contributing to this effort, because we said we had a target of $500,000, $500,000, and presently we're at approximately $488,000.
Wow.
So we're so pleased that this year we're not only going to, with the funds the benefactors will be putting in, together with the funds from the walk, we are so pleased to see that we'll not only meet the target this year, but actually surpass it. So we're very pleased about that. And we just want to recognize our 4 benefactors. We have Guardian Group, Antillian, Hubbards, and Flo. Okay. And we just want to recognize them and thank them in a big way, together with all the patrons who have been doing this over the years to assist us in that target.
That is, that is a remarkable initiative. I mean, and it just shows the nature of us as a people.
Yes.
I mean, who would have thought that amount of money could have been collected, and for such a noble initiative?
Yes, we're very pleased.
So what happens next? The funds are there?
The funds are there, so as usual, we're in partnership with the government of Grenada through the Ministry of Health, because as persons who have been following and have been there in the walks, we would recognize that over the years we have been doing a presentation check at the end to the Ministry of Health.
Okay.
We always have representatives on board with us. We'll have representatives on future programs as well to talk about what is going to happen, what are the next steps.
Okay.
So together with them, we're driving the initiative.
So this year is the final push for the restoration of Carlton Home. Come next year, Pump It Up, what would it be?
Next year, Pump It Up, we're going to choose a different cause. It's going to be the same Pump It Up, the same vibes, the same energy, but just for a different cause. So every year we go back to choosing. We'd sit down, look at the different charities, discuss, among the committee, among different persons, and so on, who we think we'd like to support, and we would be doing a different cause next year.
Okay. And again, besides the Carlton Home restoration, I mean, you all also, are you all part of the Pink Ribbon?
We are not part of it. However, we have donated to it in the past. So, for example, we've donated to the Pink Ribbon Society, the Cancer Society, the Lupus Foundation, the Heart Foundation, the Diabetes Association, Sickle Cell Association of Grenada. So we have donated to all these various charities over the years.
Okay. Folks, Pump It Up. Remember, the 14th of April, Karaoke, and 1 week later, right here. What's the format for it now, though?
Right. So basically, the format is the same. So we're asking you to come out. We start with an official opening ceremony from 3:30 at the Monrouge Playing Field, Sunday, April 21st. We have some warm-up sessions because it's very important to prepare yourselves for walking. At the end, we have some cool-down sessions, prize-giving ceremony, refreshments will be on sale, and we end at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. So the walk starts promptly at 4. And we journey all the way to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Of course, we have the usual challenge route going up the lane and down Maras Hill for persons who want that extra push.
Okay.
Right? But everybody, we end at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium.
Which of the routes are you taking?
I'm going to take the regular route.
I thought you would have been one that was really going to pump it up, go up the lane and down the Maras Hill.
And I'll be pumping it up all the way from Monrouge to the stadium, but taking a nice flat route.
Good morning, Mr. Francis Santile. He's going to run that,
Yeah, he'll be running up Lothar's lane like nothing.
Yeah, Francis is going to be running. Morning, Franco. But again, I really want to commend the Cooperative Bank for that initiative. I just had another local entity here that is total local, and Co-op Bank is the only real local bank in Grenada. And, you know, being able to give back to, you know, to home, it's really a noble gesture.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons why we started this whole Healthier Lifestyles initiative to aid the general public. We said we're not only about banking services and banking needs and giving people loans and taking money as deposits, but we wanted to do something else to get involved in a different area of society where we can really, as a truly indigenous bank, assist the nation to become a healthy, wealthy nation. So the Pump It Up, what we recognize is because walking is the simplest form of exercise. It's basic. Anyone can do it, from the very young to the most senior, right? And hence we promote it as a family activity, encouraging everyone to come on out and get registered, because everyone can walk at your own pace, because it's not a race or a competition.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The trip to Carriacou, do you have like a boat excursion from here with folks from here leaving to go up to Carriacou as well?
Well, no, we've never had that, but there are some persons who come up, and there are some persons who would be up there and say, okay, I'll be up there around that time, so I'll take part in a walk up there. And that's fine. You know, we love that. We love to encourage persons to participate. So for Carriacou, again, it's Sunday, April 14th, starting promptly 4 p.m. from the Harvey Vale playing field, journeying all the way to the Hillsborough playing field.
And is there a cost for registration on the package?
Right. So the registration package comprises of a t-shirt. It's an orange t-shirt this year, and a battery-operated fan, which comes with the batteries.
Okay.
And it's only $20 for an individual. However, if you're registering as a group, and a group is only $15 per person, and we said a group is as low as 3 persons.
Okay.
So that's a minimum, 3 persons, and onwards you could have 120 persons, whatever amount you want to have, because again, we have prizes for the largest registered family, group, workplace, church group, and stuff like that. So it's only $20 individual, $15 for a group of 3 or more persons. Registration packages are going very well. They're available at all our retail banking units between the hours of 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Monday to Friday.
Again, you know, I cannot over-commend you on that initiative, you know, giving back to the community. And not only that too, but it's that activity sorts of give you the opportunity to bond with your customers and clients.
Yes, it does indeed, because we meet everyone on the road, we greet people. You know, it's such a fun-filled event, and after you get to mingle, and even patrons among themselves who have not seen each other for a while, they call each other, oh, Pump It Up coming up, we go in, let's get registered. You know, we have to win a prize that's coming out with our group and stuff like that. And it's actually a social activity. I mean, it's usually fun time. We have a DJ with music and all of that. We give out health tips along the way, because we have to encourage safety. We have the RGPF to assist us with crowd control and all of that, but it's really a fun time on the road on that Sunday afternoon.
Okay, so we look forward, folks. Remember, on the 14th of April, the Pump It Up comes to Carriacou, and on the 21st, we're starting at the Monrouge playing field, and Miss Wilson, she's going to do the lane and go down marathon. And, all right.
Sure. I hope you're coming with me.
Definitely, I will be there. All right. So, again, you know, I give the regards to your staff and the management and staff at the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited. And again, thank you for. Is there anything you thought we left out?
No, just again encourage persons to come on out and support this worthy initiative.
All right.
Thank you.
Pump It Up is back. 14th of April, Carriacou. 21st of April, Grenada, it's your turn. Go on out and support. Remember, $20 for the package. If you're registering as a team of a minimum of 3 persons, it's $15. Wow, I retained that, boy.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Folks, we'll take a break. We'll be back after this. Thanking Miss Carla Wilson for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, folks, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
It's time to hit the road again with Grenada Cooperative United Bank Limited for the annual Pump It Up Family Fun Walk. Gather your friends, bring out the family, organize your group, come out in your numbers and pump it up to a healthier lifestyle while supporting a worthy cause. Join us in Carriacou on April 14th at 4 p.m. as we pump it up from the Harveyvale playing field to the Hillsborough playing field. Then we bring the action to the mainland on April 21st at 4 p.m. from Montrouge playing field to Kirani James Athletic Stadium. It's a fun family affair with lots of prizes and giveaways. Register today because this is the final fundraising push for the re-establishment of the Carlton Home. Individual packages are $20 while packages for groups of 3 or more are $15 each while stocks last. Register online at www.grenadacoopbank.com or at any one of our retail banking units. Visit our website for more details.
Welcome home.
All right, folks, it's 5 minutes away from 8 o'clock. We've got 5 minutes. Do you really want to call me and tell me something this morning? I would not even initiate any in-depth conversation, but let me hear from you. You might have something pressing. Let's go to the telephone line.
Indeed, Mr. Joseph, good morning.
Welcome.
I want to speak a little slowly, Mr. Joseph. I thank you for the opportunity. Information has been brought to me because people know that I make my noises and so on, not for me personally, but I make noises in the interest of the country. A mother takes a 10-year-old child to the medical station following an accident where he received a blow in his eye. He was given a referral letter or note to the quote-unquote eye clinic within the hospital complex, only to be told in the hospital complex that they should go to a private enterprise where the consultation is at the level of $150 EC so that a proper diagnosis can be made of the problem with the child. Are you listening, Mr. Joseph?
Yes, I'm out there, yes.
There's a question here, Mr. Joseph, and a very powerful one. We are living in a country where the budget moved from 2023 to 2024 by $300 million, where we hear all the superfluous talk and dreams of building big-time hospital and all kind of ringy-dingy, Mr. Joseph, and this is what the people, common man of this here country, has to suffer. I decided to speak a little slower because I wanted people to feel this, brothers and sisters. Open your eyes, Grenadians are holding the shitty end of the stick, and nothing changes. You read last week's newspaper and we'll tell you the same. The hospital is in a state. The ministry, custom, everything. This government current administration seems not to be getting a grasp on the running of the affairs of the people of this here country. We have made another mistake, brothers and sisters, where I urge you to open your eyes. I have a friend to end here who for 5 years have been waiting on an operation for whatever is, you call that one again. Anyway, it's a simple operation today, so cataract. He cannot get it because the equipment is non-functional. For what is that in this here country? I call therefore on the so-called Prime Minister, the so-called Governor General who represents the King, because we rule by a King, to respect the people of this here country. The time has come. We had to call them out. But I say no more for that for now. But there's something seriously pending. With Grenadians, I urge you to open your God-blessed eyes and let mine be the goddamn ones. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph, for what it's worth.
Thank you, caller. Have a good one. Have a good one. I do empathize with that situation. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I don't have the solution. Good morning, caller.
Mr. Gordon, good morning, sir.
Welcome. How are you?
Welcome back, man.
Thanks.
And be stronger every day. You see walking in, go give same problem again a while ago, 20 years ago, you know.
Problem? I doesn't have problem, boy.
No, health-wise.
Health-wise now, I healthy as what?
No, but you had a cold for the past 10 minutes, you got that from the system, but to come again, you know.
Yeah, okay. All right.
No, the pumping up things ingredient should be more than too long for a year in any case. That should be every month, every last Sunday in a month.
Yeah. You have to be brief, eh? You have to be brief because we have to join the BBC, all right?
You have to pump up by every last Sunday, you pump it up in ingredient, not just a year thing. That year too long.
Okay.
It will be physical. It will be every last Sunday in the month, I will pump it up.
Okay.
1 year too long. People getting 1 year too long for a week to put on the body to.
Well, I mean, I don't think we should leave it up to one institution to do that. I mean, groups and so forth can organize, whether it's in every parish or something like that. You know, we have to start to take more initiative to do these things. Yeah.
Yeah. When you do exercise every day, let's Dr. P.
All right.
Let's community health. You know, let's wait and then put it on. You know, when we take a year. You know,
okay.
When we're gonna pump up, now eat more than what to put out.
All right. Okay, caller, we have to end it here. We run out of time. All right. Thanks for calling, folks. Thank you for being a part of the program this morning. If the good Lord spare your lives, we'll do it again tomorrow, same time, frequencies, channels, platforms. I love you. Bye bye. We've got to go. We've got to join the BBC.